everybody. Clearing. Okay, I wasn't gonna come on today. I went snowboarding. I am super tired but happy. Anyways, I couldn't miss a day. Here we go. So let's see. This will be a Divine Masculine check-in, but thank you, Divine Creator. What is it that the Divine Feminines need to know right now about their spiritual journey? What is it we can see? Nice, I love it. We got 3 piles. So I've got one over here, one in the middle. Let's start with the first one. I'm gonna say this one is what you don't see coming. Ooh, reunion. Literally a card of not seeing something. The Judgment in the reverse. Double confirmation that that's what that means. You don't see it coming, but you're going to get a second chance. Your soulmate, your twin flame, rather, is going to come back. Nothing happens by accident. So there is a soulmate energy here and a twin flame energy, but literally a connection that you have had for a long time. So actually what I'm getting is some of you think it's your twin flame and you're watching this for a twin flame, but it's a soulmate. It doesn't matter what you call this person. Someone from your past that you have potentially been watching this reading for is coming back. So let's get a clarifier. I want to kind of know a little bit more information on that. Is there anything else the Divine Feminines need to know? Third party. So some Divine Feminines, you are going to have moved on already. And for most, this person has begun healing after a third-party situation. So you were likely in a third-party situation or something was coming. So it doesn't have to be a person. Third-party doesn't necessarily mean person. It can be anything, family dynamics or job or anything, you name it. Something has been eliminated. The daggers have been pulled out of the heart and it's starting to heal. Not a moment too soon, I heard. So whoever this energy, this reuniting energy is, as soon as they possibly heal enough to come back in, you're going to hear from them. Okay, over here, this is just information on the journey. Look, no communication. This Knight of Swords is about communication. It's in the reverse. So even though there's no communication that you can observe in some regard, so for many Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines, there has been a pause. And so look at this. It's like protection bubble. You're just doing you, Divine Feminine. You've got your energy. You're dealing with what you can deal with in your life. And you're protected. You're in your bubble. You're at peace. There are all these other wands, these opinions and duties, responsibilities. I want to be careful with that word, obligations, not necessarily valid responsibilities. These are things that other people think possibly you should be up to right now. And you're not even having that. You're just withdrawing your energy and focusing on what really matters. And so that is an obvious good alignment right now. You are doing so well. I'm going to pull a clarifier for those cards, Divine Feminine. Ooh, on the floor. So we get quantum continuator, self-sustaining systems, fluidity and abundance. Yes, look at how self-sustaining, self-contained that is. So it's just a double confirmation that if you're in that energy, that's going to be magnetizing everything you want to you. And reprogramming, transmutation, and stabilization. Look at how stable she's sitting there in lotus position. That's such a individual, independent, stable motion. You've never held your own like this, and it's not, you know, a warring thing. It's not a separation mentality. It's a unity consciousness. It is truly dropping into fluidity, going with the flow, Divine Feminines, letting things unfold naturally. You know, it really works that way. Pay attention when things don't go to plan. pay attention to what's going on in your life. Like, even if you think somebody should be showing up, for instance, be really realistic, because there could be something going on in your life that would indicate that you have a focus elsewhere. And that it's not necessarily because that person is rejecting you. It could be divine benevolence that you don't have that person coming in to interrupt something you've got going on, divine feminines. Okay. Yeah, wow. Front row and center, the third pile is literally dropping into humility, getting down off your high horse, divine feminines, tapping into higher guidance. And the moon, we've got divine feminine lunar energy, and we've got this unconditional love of this intuitive, psychic, amazing, heartfelt Queen of Cups here. So yeah, if there are things that you don't know, go and give it up to the divine. Be humble. Don't fret. Divine feminines, just don't be in an energy of worry. Let's see what clarification we can get for that. So what can we know coming up for divine feminines in this energy of surrender? It's like sweet surrender I'm hearing. Okay, so we are getting the karmic partner. Oh wow, and workaholism. So interesting, because divine feminines, I'm really feeling this is divine masculine that's still in a karmic situation, or working all the time, focused on pentacles. Look at all this pentacle energy here. It's all about the material realm. This is a card of codependency. In the reverse, the 9 of coins is really still fixated on the material, on the physical realm. That doesn't necessarily mean bad things. It just means that it's of a concern here. So divine feminines, whether this is you, your divine masculine, or everybody involved right now on the planet with what's going on with our financial systems and our livelihood and our housing, and, you know, everything that we're experiencing right now, there's a lot on. So having said that, you could be worried about work, housing situation, and not being able to be independent at this time. Again, give it up to the divine. If you are concerned about your divine masculine making choices for these reasons, give it up to the divine. If you are feeling like your hands are tied and you don't know which way to go right now, divine feminine, give it up to the divine. There are lots of secrets still going to be revealed. Remember, the moon is a cosmic energy, and so it is otherworldly. It's larger than life, larger than the planet. Drop into humility and trust that all these things are going to work themselves out. Okay, let's get a divine masculine check-in. So thank you, divine creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial. My cards exploded. Information coming through. I saw the star and the empress when that happened. The empress was on the bottom of the deck and the star was on the top. The star turned around from the reverse to the upright. Hope. Hope. Destined path. February. Aquarius, January to February. So not too far from now. There is hope coming. Something is abundant coming. So I think that was from the last message, worried about work and housing. So within the month, divine feminines, trust. You're going to be having renewed hope about those things if they've been concerned. So whether it's you or your masculine, I'm really getting that there's that star again with blocked vision. Choose love over fear and keep believing. Okay, let's get into the reading. So thank you, divine creator. What is it we can see? Divine masculines thinking, feeling, wishing, doing, challenged by. What's the spirit guided solution for that challenge? And where is the energy going in the near future? Okay, on the conscious mind, something is sinking in about walking away from the hot and cold, ghosting, one night stand, player energy. Deciding to really deepen into be still and know, true connection, taking it higher, going deeper with one person. I heard, you know, this implies multiple options. I call this the Garden of Eden card because it can be third-party situations, all of that. In the reverse, there's this knowing that you're the obvious choice, divine feminine. Whether your divine masculine has I just want to say, really put it into no uncertain terms for themselves. They have the they have the information required to be able to discern this if they take time to think about it. Your journey has taught them why quantity over quality is not necessary. And that was a divine message. That wasn't necessarily what the divine masculines are all conscious of. That's just what the divine is saying. There is no connection like this. Okay, what is the heart space? Emperor in the reverse with the Ace of Cups. This is letting go of control issues and loving themselves. As they love themselves, they love you, divine feminine, and they relax. They no longer have to be that player energy, play the games, call the shots, be in control, navigate from a power ploy. It's all about just, oh, love is real. Gee, I don't have to be weird. I can just treat my divine feminine like a human, like I would want to be treated. I can just get real. I can speak beautifully. I heard, yeah, they're still going to be sassy because they are sexy like that, but they're playing games in the past and deciding that it might be more loving not to do that. Wow. Okay, what are the divine masculines wishing? Oh, they want the new beginning, but it's not quite time yet. This is the Seven of Wands that you got, divine feminine. It's the setting healthy boundaries and being in your own self-sustaining system. So divine masculines aren't quite ready to come forward in a new beginning fully, but they're working on it. They are talking to friends, family, different people, setting healthy boundaries. And it's not even necessarily for all specific people, but it's more a way of showing up. They're coming at it differently now. They are the center of their universe, and they are understanding how powerful and empowered they are. As they climatize to that, this new beginning is going to take root. What actions are being taken at this time? Oh, the Fool in the reverse again, ending anxiety about coming forward, about taking the leap of faith. So practice makes perfect, I'm hearing here. So the Seven of Wands again is the setting of healthy boundaries. That is the Fool card, and so is that. This card, the Nine of Swords, is overthinking things, analysis paralysis. So that's been another thing that the divine masculines have been suffering from, is the analysis paralysis. Also guilt and shame over whatever those third-party situations have been. Indecision is another way of saying analysis paralysis, but anxiety. This is a card of being very far out of alignment with higher self. And because this new beginning, boom, boom, two Fool cards in the reverse, is impressing upon the divine masculines that they could very realistically go in that direction for a divine and spiritually guided love. Many of the divine masculines have been choosing worldly things and haven't dropped into spiritual embodiment as a way of life in specifically relationship. Many divine masculines are spiritual, but it's very difficult to find a true divine counterpart. And so there's standing the test of time, I just heard. Seeing who you are, Divine Feminine, over the course of your connection has assisted them in understanding they can let go of the anxiety, and that you're one of the people that once they do that, you're even more prominent in their life, I just heard, because it's actually the people that are not as spiritually evolved that the Divine Masculine has been listening to or aligning with and trying to keep the peace with, in many cases, that has prevented the Divine Masculine from feeling complete ease to come forward to you. And I want to say much of it, for Divine Masculines watching, much of that is your karmic boot camp 101, because as you see with sensitivity and unconditional love, all of the misguided, fearful assessments that these people in your life have been running with, it qualifies you to be a specialist who can help them see the light. But you've had to really do a deep intensive to see the different ways that fear enslaves people. So again, yeah, Divine Masculines, they are setting healthy boundaries by standing up for the light, by being the voice of reason, by representing higher truth, and that is helping with alleviating anxiety and preparing for this leap of faith that would be counterintuitive to their peers or families or colleagues in some way. It wouldn't have looked justified. I don't care anymore, the Divine Masculines just said what they think. The Divine Masculines understand they don't care so much what others think now, because now they know that they were born to change the paradigms. And so if they care what others think to that degree, they won't confidently stand up for what is right and good and true and show a better way. What is the biggest challenge? Working on the interconnectedness. Okay, this is a big message. So 4 of Cups is the love that got away. It's unrequited love. In the reverse, it's now accepting that cup of love. It's the same cup usually highlighted as this unconditional love on the heart space for self and other with you, Divine Feminine. But here, it is this network of individuals, friends, families, karmic situations of all sorts and descriptions. It's all that spider web of interconnectedness. So the Divine Masculines are really seeing how community influences and how they can influence their community at large because of the light they bring. And because they know that you represent the essence, the essential for them in their lives, they know that it's all intricately connected. One element can't be extracted from the other. And so they know that in order for there to be harmony with your connection, they have to address the very fabric of the dynamics in their existing social, familiar settings. And that's the challenge, because they don't want to lose the people in their lives that would be contrary to your connection. They would like to see everyone come to the light and love together. And so they've got their work cut out for them, I just heard. Oh, I just heard especially when children are involved. What is the spirit-guided solution? Divine Masculines, Chariot is moving forward, and the Eight of Wands, in the reverse, it's paying attention to those inner nudges. This is third eye activation I'm hearing. So your own psychic abilities, your own intuitive knowing is coming online like never before, Divine Masculines, because you're going to have to be sensitive to each of these scenarios. Oh, light workers. Yes, Divine Masculines. This is where the light switch comes in. Just hearing a Jerry Garcia quote in my head, turn your friends on. So definitely, Divine Masculines, get into that mindset where you can bring the light by representing love and looking at the shadow, being unafraid of the shadow aspects, but seeing where you can bring light to situations in the moment. This is like channeling that divine insight. Everything is connected. What do you have to lose? That's the message here, Divine Masculines. You have nothing to lose now by beginning to gain confidence in bringing through the messages in all situations that are more balanced and of higher frequency. Time is of the essence, I just heard. Try it and find out, I also heard. So yeah, Divine Masculines, you're starting to get some I can't think of another analogy. I'm hearing, like when a pilot, or I heard helicopter pilot, maybe that resonates for someone, but you have to do so many hours, right? And so Divine Masculines, you're being asked before you get your divinely guided pilot's license, light worker license, you're being asked to put in some hours here. So part of the mission for Twin Flames is to be a light in our communities and our family groups and our friend groups, and not to be abrasive with it, but to genuinely seek with compassion to see the inner workings of things, so that there can be that namaste with those in our lives. We can see the higher in each other and affirm those things, the union, the unity consciousness, not the separation, separatist mentalities that would see fault and blame in one another. It is the opposite, where there is an affirmation of the light. So Divine Masculines, it's time to affirm the light. And where's the connection going? There's the strategy, Seven of Swords. This is the sneaky mission, is to work through the karma in really beautiful, streamlining ways. I'm hearing it's like a game of pickup sticks. It's delicate, precise. If you've ever played pickup sticks, it can be done without wiggling the others and causing a chain reaction if you've got grace, elegance, timing, tact. You can win the game of pickup sticks, Divine Masculines and Feminines too. Okay, let's see what we can get for an energetic... Oh, I'm being asked to do this. What can we see for the Divine Feminines watching? Be loyal to what you love and give with gratitude and grace. So keep prioritizing the things that you deem worthy right now, Divine Feminines, no matter what it is, people, places, things. Keep putting your heart into the things that you adore. All the people that you adore, show up without guilt and shame. Connection is so important. Gratitude is so important. Your own mission, your own gifts and talents, so important. I'm getting for some that if you do utilize your gifts and talents, don't forget to tithe. 10% give back, or offering that 10% of surplus back into those around. Contribution keeps the energy flowing, divine feminines. What can we see for the divine masculines watching? Oh my gosh, we got so many. But I'm just going to do these. We got the spider again. Look at that, the spider web. So divine masculines, make your dreams real. Part of making your dreams real, as we saw there, is seeing the interconnectedness and the priority of your friends and family and colleagues, and balancing those connections out. Being the light bearer. And behind that was dream the world into being. So make your dreams real and dream the world into being. So don't hold back, divine masculines. Anything is possible, I'm hearing. And it's your time to shine. It's your time to bring, utopia to earth, I just heard. And then we got surrender now. Now is a lucky time, and trust the great mystery. So surrender to just, fully falling into love with who you are and the visions that come through you. Step out on that path. It's all connected, divine masculines, and that means that you are permitted to do what you see fit in your own right. You are just as justified to have the life of your dreams as anyone else. So stop playing small and trying to put everyone else first, and let them carry their own responsibility so that you can get to the incredible, alive outpouring of who you are into the world as well. Divine masculines. Okay, many blessings. Bye for now.